Hi everyone, I'm Tieren.
And I'm Keating.
And we're brothers, and this is the Storyboard. We're going to tell a story with pictures and some music. We don't know what the story's going to be, we don't know what it's going to look like, but we'll film our whole process and you'll see the finished product at the end.
So a while ago, I learned that farmers sometimes use llamas to guard their lambs and sheep and goats, I think sometimes. I think that could make a super great jumping off point for a story.
I really like that thought, especially because that would be a great reason to draw a bunch of different types of animals.
Yeah.
And have different pictures, all with this one llama, but with a bunch of different animals. Maybe the llama is helping them in other ways. A guard llama who takes it upon themselves to, do other things for these animals. That could be cute.
Yeah. I've been drawing some llamas, so there's nothing more to that thought. I partially like the idea of a guard llama because I feel like they hold themselves so heroically. Like they puff out their, not their chest, but their
Yeah.
you know,
In a sense, it does look like a llama is puffing out its chest.
totally.
That also makes me think of the way a guard llama sees itself as a knight in shining armor.
Yeah.
You know what we could do as a structure for this story would be if every picture were the llama doing some small task for another animal, but then above that were the llama's imaginary analogy of what it feels it's doing. You could do music with that could be very, very quaint. And then pan up to the top of this picture and there's heroic trumpets and maybe a marching band sort of instruments fade into the mix. That could be really great.
I love that idea. They sometimes do this laying down position where they kind of stretch out their legs in front and then look around, but I'm picturing a family of turtles or something like that walking across its back over a stream.
I love that thought. It could be the bridge is broken and the llama is holding itself, stretching as far as it can go across the castle and the edge of the castle, and there are alligators below and the king and queen are running across.
That's such a good idea.
This is also a great way of having a very very realistic llama interspersed with these more cartoony images of llamas doing things they couldn't physically do.
Yeah.
I'm currently wearing llama socks.
Our producer's wearing llama socks right now. This story was meant to be. I'm wearing plain white socks, so actually, maybe could we just erase all of this?
Yeah, here, wait.
Yeah. You're not even wearing socks. Let's just get this out of here. Something I've always wanted to do is to basically make two versions of the same song and have those versions work if you play both versions at the same time, but have the end product be fading between version A and version B. Something where both versions have just a core guitar track, but then one version is all other guitars. Even getting into like sort of country farm elements, but then have the other version be very heroic rhythms and strong emphasis.
Absolutely. Do we have any drums?
What are you talking about? We have all these drums right here. We got...
How did...
that drum right there.
Okay.
Got this drum right here.
Okay, cool. I think these could be nice for the...
I think we got some cymbals. Got a really big gong down here, actually.
I think we understand that there's drums down there.
Okay. Maybe we could reverse engineer this and think about what kinds of things does a knight do?
Yeah.
We could also think about what kinds of things does a llama do. Do you have thoughts?
They spit.
They are good at spitting.
Llamas do spit. We could have, the llama spitting at something and then cut to an archer. We'd have to make that not harmful, like it's not spitting at a person or...
Yeah, it could just be a target that it's like got the bullseye in, like it's like it's split the arrow multiple times, and it's like it feels really good about it spitting.
Is there anything we could compare to a dragon?
It could be like a wasp or something like that.
Okay, I wonder if we could work those ideas together and have there be a wasp that's bothering a cow or something, and the llama is spitting it out of the air. And then the other picture is this llama with a bow and arrow firing straight up at like a humongous dragon defending the prince of the castle or something.
That sounds great. What should we end on, do you think? Should we end on just another one, or should the final one be slightly different?
Maybe the final one could be the llama sleeping at night and zoom out to reveal that the llama is sort of in a castle in its dream.
Yeah. I'll have to think about how to do that.
Yeah.
I think I'll do watercolors for this, if that makes sense.
I think that's a great idea.
I think that'll get a nice storybook feel.
So we've got an idea for a few pictures. We can decide the order later. What do you say? Do you want to go make some pictures? I'll go write some music.
Sounds good.
Okay, great. Let's go.
All right, so I'm here at my desk, and I want to start out by looking at some reference photos of llamas. All right, so I'm here at my desk, and the first thing that I want to do is look at some reference photos of llamas so that I know what they look like and what they behave like, and just kind of their body language. I'm going to start by penciling and inking each picture, and then after that I'm going to do the watercolors for each picture. Okay, what else do I have to say? I realized that we talked about having the llama helping turtles across the stream, but of course turtles can swim, so I think I'm going to throw in some other woodland animals so that it makes a little more sense. So in the story, we have the llama doing a bunch of things that a llama couldn't physically do. So I'm going to have to figure out how to bend reality to make it feel believable that a llama can do those things. Like, it has to use a bow and arrow, and I think also I'm going to have it carrying a flag in one scene. And also, I want to make it a cool looking suit of armor. So I'm going to, I think, look at some pictures of horse armor and also just kind of make that up. Don't worry, Doc. We'll fix it in video. I'm sorry, Tieren. I want to make it so that the dragon looks kind of like the bee in terms of color scheme, and also just kind of its body. I think I'm going to make the tail look really sharp so that it's like the llama's really scared of the bee's stinger. I want to clarify something with Tieren quickly, so let me call him. Hello? Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, I just want to ask you a question quickly. Could you come inside?
Yeah, sure.
See you in a minute.
Hey, what's up?
So the pictures we talked about doing were the first one where the llama is looking out over a field of... I drew them as sheep, but we talked about them as goats.
That's okay.
But,
I don't know the difference either way.
okay, cool, that's useful. And then the llama helping the turtle across the river, and then spitting at the bee,
Yes.
and then sleeping and having all the dreams. We also talked for a little bit about having another picture with goats or sheep after the first one. Should I do that too, or?
I think it's good to just do 4 pictures total. Because
Awesome.
it's basically 8 pictures total, counting
Right.
the pans and zooms.
Awesome, then I think I'm all set.
Sweet, okay.
Have fun with music boy.
So, to make the music for this story, I'm going to basically record 2 full songs and then fade back and forth between them. Lay them over each other, and then sometimes have the volume all the way up on one and sometimes have the volume all the way up on the other, depending on whether we're seeing the llama in this natural habitat or this imagined landscape. I think that they're both going to have this central motif of and then the one will have sort of a and then the other one will have more of a sort of a heroic, exciting sort of feeling. First, I'm going to play that chord progression back and forth. How many times? So I think it will be 2 iterations of that chord pattern in one style, then 2 iterations in the other style, then back and forth that way. We're going to have 4 pictures total. So that means I will play this 16 times? Am I wrong?
I don't think so.
Hey, Keating. Hey.
Hey.
So if the central motif is... and then half the time it's sort of a... and then the other half of the time it's like... how does it sound to do it 2 times one style, 2 times the other, 2 times one style, 2 times the other, for a total of 8 of each, 16 total?
That sounds great.
Okay, I might need your help with something later, but
Okay.
but we'll get to that. Okay,
Awesome.
Thank you.
See ya.
So I'll play this chord progression 16 times total. At first, it might not sound too interesting, but with enough instrumentation, I think it'll get there. Now I'm going to add the instruments for the country section. Let's add some bass. I like that. So, I kind of feel like I want a melodic instrument here that is very smooth, something like a flute or something. We do have someone who plays flute in this house. I'm not sure if they're available right now. So yeah, so every time it'll be A, E, A.
Oh.
Awesome, no worries. Perfect, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
Now I'm just going to add a few vocal tracks, and then I think I'll be all set on this. I want to do something that is something that sort of vaguely sounds like a country singer singing, but just isn't words or anything. I think we're ready for the other half of this. So I think I'll start with drums on this. Now for the snare drum, which has a crisper sound. And last but not least, the cymbal. I have a specific trumpet line in mind. Of the two of us, Keating is the one who actually plays trumpet, but I'm going to see if I can play this part without getting his help. Let's see what we can do here. That's called a trumpet solo. I think it sounds good. So my producer doesn't seem to think it sounds good. No. Hey Keating, could you take over on the trumpet front? Your part will just be... Okay, well, it doesn't sound nearly as good, but this is a whole take of me trying to play that part. That sounds fantastic. Do you think you could do an octave up from there?
Sorry.
That would sound amazing if you could do that.
Oh gosh, that's hard.
You could just hold that note. Yeah. Okay. Get some good breaths in. Da 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 da. Could you do that?
Wait, yeah.
So I think we've got plenty to work with. Now I have to piece everything together and fade these tracks in and out to make it work perfectly with Keating's pictures. So I'm gonna get to work. Okay, so we're back. I'm so excited to see what you've been working on. Can I check these out?
Yeah.
Oh, that is so good. It's such a happy medium between being a llama and being a knight, you know? It's like not an anthropomorphic llama at all. This is so good. The cow could not care less. It's good because the song is on the longer side, but there's so much detail in these pictures that I think we can really spend a lot of time on all of them. I love the chipmunk running across.
Oh yeah, I meant to say I realized turtles can swim. So I decided to throw the chipmunk in there because then there's some animal that would need help.
Well, I've got some music for you right here.
Awesome. Wow, you made that?
Right here.
Oh.
Look at my phone background.
Oh my.
This is what I was working on with some of your help and some of our friend Jocelyn's help.
The singing. It's so good. I love it ending like that so much.
I have it so it's two completely separate songs fading in and out back and forth, but then at the end they're both faded in. I wanted it to really feel like everything was blending in with everything else. Like in the llama's dreams, the llama really is in these situations.
That's so good.
So I think we're ready to put these together so we can scan these into the computer and set them to music and get all the timing right and make our final product.
Makes a lot of sense.
Great. We'll show you the Sorry, were you going to say something?
No, sorry. Just makes a lot of sense. Doesn't really
makes
imply
a lot of
that.
sense.
Makes a lot of sense. Hey,
We should make a story with these. We'll show you the finished product right now.